UR Studio Stairs Training. Stairs: framing, treads and risers, balustrades, handrails, exterior stairs, exterior steps. What are stairs? Stairs do not really support or protect a building in the same way as foundations, floors, walls, and roofs, but this would be incomplete without them. Stairs are vertical connectors of the building. Most buildings require a few steps just to enter the main floor, and stairs connect any internal levels. A well-designed and well-built staircase can contribute immeasurably to the function and beauty of a building. Stair dimensions. More than most other parts of a building, stairs need to be proportioned to the human body for safety. The height, rise, and depth run of the individual step must be in a comfortable relationship for the average person and must be manageable for people who are infirm or disabled. Building codes prescribe a range of dimensions for rise and run, a minimum width for stairways, the location of handrails, and a minimum head clearance over stairs. The numbers vary depending on the location of the stairs, the building type, and the specific code. The typical requirements are outlined as follows. Rise and run. Rise and run of stairs are governed by building codes, which may vary. Minimum unit rise is typically 4 inches and maximum is 7 inches, except for residential stairs, which can have a unit rise of 8 inches. For residential stairs, however, a comfortable rise is about 7 inches. Minimum unit run is 11 inches, except for residential stairs, which can have 9-inch treads. Generally, wider treads have shallower risers. Here are 2 useful rules of thumb for this rise-run relationship. Rise plus run equals 17 inches to 18 inches. Run plus twice the rise equals 24 inches to 26 inches. Rise and run. Both for safety and for code compliance, it is important to make each riser of a stair the same height. Most codes allow only 3/8-inch variance between the tallest and shortest riser in a flight of stairs. The maximum total rise between floors or landings is typically 12 feet. Landings must be as deep as the width of the stairway, but need not exceed 44 inches if the stair has a straight run. Stair width. The width of stairways is also defined by building codes. Minimum width is usually 36 inches, except for residential stairs, which may sometimes be as narrow as 30 inches. Minimum widths are measured inside finished stairwells, so rough openings must allow for finished wall surfaces. Stair configuration. Straight run stair, U-shaped stair, L-shaped stair, spiral stair. Straight run stairs. The straight run stair is the most economical standard stairway from the standpoint of efficiency of floor space taken up by the stairway itself. The straight run stair works best in 2-story buildings. The bottom and top steps are separated horizontally from each other by the entire length of the stairway. So multi-story buildings with stacked stairways require circulation space on each floor to get from the top step of one flight to the bottom step of the next. U-shaped stairs. The U-shaped stair, also called the switchback stair, has a landing about half a flight up, and the flights run opposite directions. The area of the stairway is increased over a straight run stair by the area of the landing, less one step, but the top step of the one flight is adjacent to the bottom step of the next. L-shaped stairs. The L-shaped stairs is not so common as the straight and U-shaped stair because it lacks the simplicity of the straight run stair and the efficiency of the U-shaped stair. It can, however, be useful in tight spots as it takes up less floor space than a U-shaped stair and requires less length than a straight run stair. The framing of the opening in the floor for this stairway can be atypical because of its L shape. L-shaped stairs. Winder stairs at the bend in the L or at the bend in the U-shaped stair are common, but for reasons of safety should not be allowed to be less than 6 inches deep in the narrow end. Verify with local codes. Spiral stairs. A spiral stair saves space. It is most appropriate for assessing mezzanines and lofts where furniture and other large items may be actually hoisted from floor to floor by means other than the stairway. Spiral stairs usually have special code requirements that are somewhat less restrictive, often of metal or wood kits. Structural types of stairs. Continuously supported stairs, free-spanning stairs. Continuously supported stairs. Continuously supported stairs are commonly used as interior stairs. Both sides of the stairway are supported by wall framing, so calculations of spanning capacities are not necessary. These stairs are site-built in some regions, but are predominantly prefabricated in others. Free-spanning stairs. Free-spanning stairs have the structural capacity to span from the bottom stair to the top stair without intermediate support. The free-spanning stair is commonly used as an exterior stair between floors or landing levels, or in conjunction with porches and decks. It is often also seen as an access stair to basements and attics. The strength of the free-spanning stair is usually in the carriages, or stringers, that support the treads, although the handrail may also contribute to the strength of the stairway. Free-spanning stairs, like continuously supported stairs, may be site-built or prefabricated. Some free-spanning stairs have only a single central support. Let's take a look at these two detailed illustrations. On the left, free-spanning stair with open risers. On the right, prefabricated custom stairs. Stair framing. Stair rough opening, carriage framing. Stair rough opening. Width of rough opening depends on width of stair. Code requirements for width are for clear openings, so allow for thickness of wall finish when dimensioning a rough opening. Take a look at this detailed illustration. Carriage framing. Top or base of stair may terminate at a floor level or a landing. The stair framing can be the same in either case. The term carriage is interchangeable with stringer in some regions. Take a look at this detailed illustration. Stair landing framing. Finished landing must be at least as deep as the stairway is wide, automatic in the case of an L-shaped stairway. Set the landing height so that the finished floor level corresponds to the rise of the stair. Take a look at this detailed illustration here on the right. Newel post framing. The newel post must be firmly anchored to resist the force of a person swinging around it. The most effective way to anchor the newel, or the framing of a closed rail, is to pass it through the subfloor and bolt or leg it to the floor framing. Take a look at this detailed illustration. Tread and risers. Finished stringer, skirt. House stringer. Finished stringer skirt at finish wall. The advantage of the skirt over the house stringer is the ease of construction. A disadvantage is the potential or minor opening or butt joints at the ends of the treads and risers due to minor movements of the structure. Take a look at this detailed illustration. Housed stringer at finish wall. The housed stringer is a more refined and complicated way than the skirt to provide a finished stringer at the side of the continuously supported stairway. The advantage of the housed stringer is that joints between treads, risers, and finished stringer will not open up with shrinkage or other minor movement of the structure. Disadvantages include the extra labor to build the housed stringer and the fact that it does not provide framing for a temporarily construction stair. Good quality prefabricated stairs are also made with housed stringers. Take a look at this detailed illustration. Open balustrade with curb. In an open balustrade with a curb, the treads and risers are constructed on carriages and finished on both sides of the skirt, just as if the stairway were constructed between two walls. The skirt on the open side of the stairway forms one side of the curb. This simple construction has a similar aesthetic effect as the more technically difficult open balustrade without a curb. Let's reference this detailed illustration. Open balustrades with curb. Take a look at this detailed illustration of the open balustrade section. Open balustrade without curb. In this traditional treatment of the open balustrades, the balusters rest on the treads and the ends of the treads are exposed and finished. The balusters may be attached to the treads in four ways: toe-nailing, dalloling, mortising, or slide dovetailing. The exposed ends of the treads may be finished in one of the following ways. The treads may be cantilevered and rounded or chamfered like the nose of the tread. Take a look at this detailed illustration. Open balustrade without curbing. Alternatively, the treads may be capped with a finish piece called a nosing return, which is mitered at the corner and matches the profile of the nosing. This is the most refined finish treatment and is usually used in conjunction with mortised or sliding dovetail balusters. Let's reference this detailed illustration. Closed balustrade. The closed balustrade is very economical to build because it involves the least finished work of any balustrade system. The balustrade is framed like a standard wall, except that the base must be anchored like a newel post to resist lateral forces. The stairway may be finished simply on both sides with finished stringers. Let's look at this detailed illustration. Free-spanning stair balustrade. The free-spanning stair usually has a structural carriage to which the balustrades themselves are to be the structural support for the handrail. A newel post, if used, would typically be attached to the side of the structural carriage in the same fashion as the balustrade. Let's take a look at this detailed illustration. Handrails. Handrails provide stability and security for the young, the old, the blind, and the infirm. In addition, handrails are a safety feature for anyone who uses a stairway, one of the most likely and dangerous places for people to trip and fall. In terms of safety, the most important design feature of a handrail is its ability to be grasped, especially in an emergency. The 1.5-inch to 2-inch round rail is the most effective in this regard, as it allows the thumb and fingers to curl around and under the rail. Other shapes are allowable by code, but are less graspable. Handrails. The height of the handrail is usually specified by code. Most codes fall within the range of 29 inches to 36 inches above the nosing of the stairs. If the handrail is against the wall, a 1.5-inch space is required between the handrail and the wall. The tops and bottoms of handrails should be designed as to avoid snagging clothes. For this reason, many codes require returning handrails to the wall at both top and bottom. Handrails. Let's take a look at this detailed illustration of handrails. Exterior stairs. Exterior wood stairs should be built of weather-resistant species such as cedar or redwood, or of pressure-treated lumber. Simple connections that minimize joints between boards are less likely to retain moisture. Where joints must occur, it is best to minimize the area of contact between pieces so that the moisture will drain and the lumber can breathe. Most exterior wood stairs are free-spanning. For long runs of stairs, the continuous unnotched carriage is usually required for strength. Short runs of stairs may be strong enough with a notched carriage, as of course our wooden stairs are built between two parallel concrete or masonry walls. Exterior stairs. Open risers are often employed to exterior wooden stairs, but solid risers, common on traditional porches, are useful to stiffen the treads. Take a look at this detailed illustration. Exterior stairs. Let's take a look at these two detailed illustrations. On the left, notched carriage wood porch, and on the right, free-spanning carriage at ground. Dry-set exterior steps, brick. Dry-set brick steps are supported on a bed of compacted gravel on the ground and are laid dry without concrete or mortar. The bricks must be contained at the edges or they will separate. A 2x decay-resistant header used as a riser will contain the bricks at each step. Let's reference this detailed illustration. Dry-set exterior steps, brick. The sides of the steps may be contained with 2x headers the same height as the riser. These side headers may be staked to the ground so that they contain the step at the sides of their own. Let's reference this detailed illustration. Dry-set exterior steps, brick. The rabbeted riser side header joint is nailed from two directions to lock the joint together. Take a look at this illustration. Dry-set exterior steps, brick. The sides of the brick steps may also be contained between two masonry or concrete walls. Let's reference this illustration. Dry-set exterior steps, brick. A third alternative is to contain the sides of the steps with the decay-resistant stringers at the slope of the steps. The risers may be attached directly to the stringers. Let's look at this detailed illustration. Dry-set exterior steps. Dry-set concrete paver steps, like dry-set brick steps, are supported on a bed of compacted gravel on the ground and are laid dry without concrete or mortar. Because of their size, large pavers like the ones shown here are more stable than bricks. For this reason, paver stairs may be constructed without containment at the riser. Some paver stairs are even constructed without containment at the sides. Take a look at this detailed illustration. Concrete steps. Concrete steps are durable and can be reasonably inexpensive, especially if they are built along with other concrete work. They should be adequately supported on the foundation and should be reinforced. Handrails or handrail supports may be cast into the steps or into the walks, porches, or terraces adjacent to them. The steps may be covered with a masonry or other veneer. Let's look at this detailed illustration on the right. Concrete steps. The main problem with concrete steps is that they are difficult to repair if anything should go wrong with them. The usual problem is settling due to the extreme weight of the steps themselves and to the fact that they are often constructed on fill. Take a look at this detailed illustration here. Stairs summarizing. Framing, treads and risers, balustrades, handrails, exterior stairs, exterior steps.